Hello and welcome. My name is Brian Caplen, editor of The Banker. I'm with Silvia Pavoni, the economics editor, and we're discussing Argentina. So Silvia, you've just written a piece on the Argentine debt situation, which is in the July issue of The Banker. Now, this has been going on since 2002 when the country defaulted, and we're now 13 years later. Why hasn't this been resolved already?
Well, that's a very good question. I think many people are wondering that. So you have a really strong ideological, I would say, position in Argentina that is encouraging the governments to fight back, I guess in their words, the holdout investors that refused the restructuring terms after Argentina's default in 2002. And so these holdout investors, as we very well know, have won a lawsuit against Argentina in the New York courts, and they want the money back. Now, when we looked and spoke to many investors and observers of Argentina straight after the Supreme Court in the US upheld the New York ruling, siding with the hedge fund, with the holder hedge funds. Most people seem to assume that everything would have been settled before the presidential election that are going to take place this October. This is not the case.
We've had quite a strong line in Argentina from the current president, Cristina Fernandez. And aren't investors expecting that things might improve after the election and we get a new administration?
There is indeed a very funny and hopeful mood, I would say, among the investors community. So everybody seems to, or most people seem to assume that once she's out of the Casa Rosada, out of government, she cannot run for a third time in a row. Things will change, and this will be a really turning point for the country. But if you speak to people on the ground, they are very skeptical. So there are three now candidates running, which are presidential hopeful, and
right.
Irrespective of who they're going to be, I think things are turning around. A country like Argentina is going to be very difficult.
So how is this going to impact on Argentina's long-term growth? I mean, it still has a real problem, doesn't it? Because it can't fund itself in the markets
It does.
as long as this is the case.
So it is officially cut out of international markets, although we had the latest legal drama involving Argentina and the holdout investors is that the country issued a dollar-denominated Argentine law-governed bonds in April.
Okay, and that would not be subject to the court ruling, the New York court ruling?
They would escape the New York ruling, but it emerged that these bonds were, in fact, apparently also being offered to international investors, which made them liable. Exactly. So, so then it seems that they can, perhaps in a way, access international funds, but in no way close to how much they won't be able to raise as much as they actually need to replenish their foreign reserves.
Okay, thank you very much.